and everyone's muted, so that's good. Okay, let me see. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. Hi, everyone. Kim Nichols. I am the psychic channeler for the soul. I am a certified psychic, certified medium, and certified healer. I'm a spiritual mentor, and I'm also an artist. I have created my own oracle deck that I forgot to grab. It's over there. Let me go grab it. This is my purely intuitive oracle deck. So many of you have purchased them. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited about this. And I'm so excited because I am very intuitive. I'm very psychic. And I love the energy of the oracle cards. And to me, the most authentic readings you can give are without a book, without a manual, because if you're using a book, and I'm not judging, of course, you can do whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm not saying that it's bad. I feel like you get the most authentic readings because you're connecting with spirit, you're connecting with the guides, you're connecting with your higher self when you give these readings without a book. And you're really tapping into the energy of the person that you're reading. So it's kind of like a big trifecta flow of connection and energy and messages and all of that just fuels my soul. I love it. And I have so much fun doing it. And I know that if you learn how to read oracle cards intuitively with your psychic intuition, your oracle card reading game will completely change. Like, completely change. So, I'll talk about my Read Oracle Cards with Your Psychic Intuition class first. This is a level 1 class. I feel confident that I will create a level 2 class, um, in the near future. So, but let's start with level 1 first. So, all right. So I go through, there's 5 weeks and 10 classes. So let me just make sure I have, because I can't keep everything straight all the time. We have 5 weeks, 10 classes, live 1-hour interactive class sessions with me, beginning at 4 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we will have like a 15-minute or so Q&A after class if anyone has any like extra questions, like, oh, this came up when I was doing my practice reading, what does that mean? Like, I'm there for you for about 15 minutes after class, so if you need that help. I'm very supportive, I'm very interactive, I want you to succeed. I want you to be the best oracle reader that you can by connecting through your psychic intuition gifts. Okay, we all have it. And this is for whether you're a seasoned reader or a beginner. If you're a beginner, this would be awesome because this is really setting your baseline of how you want to read, how you're going to do your readings. And it's going to be so authentic and so accurate and spot on. I do live readings, fun readings, quick rapid fire readings, monthly, a couple times a month, with my groups, and everyone's like spot on, spot on, spot on. And it's because of all these techniques that I've learned, how to read oracle cards with your energy, with everything. So I will go through that. Let me admit somebody here. All right. I will start by, hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. Okay. All right. So Julie, just to keep you up to speed, we're talking about my Oracle class, my Oracle card class. Okay, so week 1, we'll talk about rituals and how important rituals are when it comes to um, connecting and doing your energy work with the cards, with your guides, all of that. There's so many different rituals that is so important for you to follow, and you can create your own, afterwards you can, when we go through this whole course, you can create your own rituals, like what feels good to you. But I will go through in week 1, the first day, we're going to go through daily rituals, connection and protection ritual that I go through every single time I do any kind of energy work. I will teach you that. Um, Daily grounding exercises, which is super important when you're doing energy work. We don't want to live all up in our upper chakras all day long, right? We don't want to be turned on all day long, because then we're just getting hit left and right all night long. We need to turn ourselves down a little bit. We need to bring our energy in. So grounding exercises are super, super important, and I teach you that. I teach you the importance of pulling a card daily, like pulling a daily card for yourself and what that means. Um, that's always fun. Getting a new deck, we will go over that. Like, what do you do when you get a new deck? We will use this deck in my Oracle reading class. Everyone gets a free deck. It comes with the class. This is my deck. I drew it. I created it. It took me over a year to draw and create, and I'm so excited about it. And everyone who's received it, they're just like, so it makes me so happy. I feel so proud of this deck. But you will get a free Purely Intuitive Oracle deck with the purchase of the course. And I will teach you how to almost bond with your deck, create that energetic connection with your deck. How to clear your tools, how to clear yourself, how to clear your space, breaking the connection ritual, sending energy back, and then taking your energy back. That's super important. You don't want to give, and be connected and connected and connected, and then just keep going on with your day. We have to send that back. There's a way we have to break that and create boundaries. We cannot just keep taking it all on. Shutting down ritual. That is extremely important. We do that every night, or after we do energy work. So that's just the first day. Does anyone have any questions about any of those things? You're welcome to unmute if you do. Okay. All right. So the second, I'll just call it week 1, part 2, the second day in the first week, we will meet your guides. And the way we do that is through a guided meditation. So I will guide you through a meditation, and I will take you to a place, and you should be able to meet your guides, who's sitting with you, notice that, feel it, all of those things. And if you don't, that's okay too. I mean, it doesn't happen for everyone the first time, but I will give you the tools to practice, and you can continue to try to connect with your guides and all of that. All right. And after that, you will be doing little exercises. So you also receive a Oracle and an Oracle journal with this course. So you're going to be documenting everything that you experience during the meditations and during we go through so much, and you're going to just document all of that for yourself. That's for you to keep, so you can look back almost as a reference guide. So that is really helpful because it's kind of like your, I don't know, like your encyclopedia, your go-to book. What happened when I did this? And it's a great reference book. Okay, and then we'll talk about what the difference is. Oh no, we're sorry. We're going to talk about psychic intuitive readings and clairs. So our clairs are, clear seeing, clear smelling, clear knowing, clear hearing, clear feeling. So it's like clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairalience, all of those things. So we will take I will take you through do I take you through a meditation this day? Yes, I'll take you through a meditation that day so you can really hone in and experience, clear hearing, clear seeing, clear knowing, all of those things. And we'll go through every single one of those things. We also talk about your intuition and where that information comes from because it's different than psychic. And it's good to know the difference between those two. All right. So week 2, part 2 is colors and how important they are when you're doing readings. Obviously, if you guys have oracle cards, you know how colorful they are and how some are super bright, super colorful. Mine are very colorful, very vibrant. They're just gorgeous. But I did all of this intentionally because the colors matter. The colors are so important when you're giving a reading. And I will go over why and at what level and what what am I trying to say? Like colors on different levels. Like what does that mean? There's just you can emotionally, like does the color mean something to you emotionally? Like how does that feel? Does it mean something symbolically to you? How does that feel? What does that look like to you? So we really dig deep into colors. Super, super important. And then we talk about how they're connected to the chakras because that's energy. That's our energy, our chakras, and each chakra has a color. I'll go over all of that. And you can use the chakra colors in a card reading if if you get triggered by that when you're pulling the card. You're going to learn how to look at a card right away. You're already going to have the connection with your sitter, your client. And energetically, you're just going to know, oh, this has to do with her throat. Blue. She's not speaking. She's not being assertive. She's not using her voice. Or you can feel something completely different. Like, oh, this feels calming. She's finally letting that out. She's finally talking about how she feels. I can feel that with my client, and it's giving her a calming feeling. So there's so many different ways to give a reading. There's so many different layers to each reading. And it's just important that we know, like we have a little bit of structure around our readings. So we know, like we're dialed in. So we kind of know like, oh, that's energetic or that's emotional or, oh, that's chakra, that's energetic or that's physical or something like that. Like you're going to know the difference the more you practice. So that colors are really important. And I'll teach you how to really utilize that and understand them better. Week 3, part 1, we talk about symbolism and how exciting and cool that is. I love symbolism in a card. My cards are very symbolic. The Raven card, protection. To me, that's just such a powerful energy. The Raven is so powerful. And to me, it's my protection. It feels like they're always watching over us. They're always just, I don't know, like there's something magical and powerful with the raven. So, that I mean, that's just it's powerful. It's powerful. So the symbolism of animals is also important. The symbolism of images, not images, objects, I guess, moons, hearts, stars, all of that. Like those all come into play as well. And numbers, the symbolism of numbers, very, very helpful when you're doing a reading. All right, week 3, part 2 is language. And what do we do if the sitter says no during a reading? I mean, I don't know about you, but like some I've done readings and I'm saying, "Oh, this is coming in," and they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" You know? And then they're just like, "No." And I'm thinking, "Oh no. Oh shoot. I'm losing it. Oh no." That is not a panic freak out time. That is a time, that is a challenge, and I will teach you how to get around, not get around it, but dig deeper and get the answers the way your sitter or client will understand the message how the message is coming through. So a no is not good. It always sets you off a little bit. You get a little um caught off guard because you're like, "Really? It's coming in so strong. Let me go back and figure that out." So I will teach you how to deal with a no from a client. All right. Week 4, part 1, forced connections. These are really, really helpful and really cool. So I will teach you about forced connections when you're doing a reading. And week 4, part 2, we blend it all together. You're going to pick out, at least 3 things when you're doing a reading. Try to tackle 3 things, colors, number symbolism, um, a forced connection. Like try to use 3 things that I've taught you in one reading. And when we're in class, we're going to be doing practice readings. um, it's not going to be like a big deal where I send you off into a breakout room for 15 minutes. It's not going to be like that at all. We're just going to practice. You're just going to practice with a partner, maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So just so you can get your feet wet and try it a little bit, we may do practice readings with me. I don't know, but we are going to practice. And then you'll have some homework too. So, and that's up to you if you want to do it. It's just beneficial. Practice is always great to strengthen your gifts. So we'll have some homework practices that you can do on your own time. And then week 5, part 1 is doing readings in front of the class. And it's not a scary time. It's not a judgment time. It is a support rally. Let's encourage everyone. Let's see how everyone's doing. And you'll just have to, I just would like you to do like one reading with another student and just try to, so I can help you if you have any questions. Obviously, it's not graded. It's not, no one's judging you. It's just going to be fun and cool to see how far you've come. So I'm really excited about that. And then week 5, part 2 is our last class. And we'll be continuing doing the practice readings. And then we'll have a question and answer time. If you all have any kind of questions, like Kim, every time I don't know, every time I do a reading and this color comes up, I get this, this, and that, and it doesn't make sense to me. Why is this happening? If you have some kind of weird questions, because when you've been practicing, you're going to notice patterns of kind of what happens. And if you don't understand something, then I'm here for you to help you understand it. So I hope all of that makes sense. Does anyone have any questions about any of the course? Okay. Um, all right. So classes start April 2nd. Like I said, it's 5 weeks, 10 classes. You get a free Oracle deck. You get a free journal. You get a one-on-one mentorship call with me for 30 minutes. So if you are needing any kind of boost or any kind of support, I am here for you. We have a 15 to 30-minute after class Q&A if you all need that. So yeah, so that is my reading oracle cards with your psychic intuition level 1 live interactive class. And we begin April 2nd, and the cost on that is $444. And you can find that on my website, kimnichols.com, 2 L's. And you guys have all my information, don't you? I mean, I've sent it in the email a bazillion times. And if you were on my last email thread, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I tried to send the form 3 times. I was pulling my hair out. I was going to lose my mind. I'm like, everyone's going to hate me. I sent so many emails, but whatever. You're here now. So thank you for coming. All right. So, oh, and I was just going to say, if you are interested in taking this class, please sign up sooner than later. I kind of gave the 17th, which is tomorrow, the like a good time to register by, so then I can get your cards shipped there to your house so you have them for class. The journal will take longer. It takes about 2 weeks for you to get the journal because I don't ship it out. It comes from another party. So I just want you to have everything. So that's why I'm saying like the sooner the better. So that's up to you. And all right, so any questions about that? I'm going to move on to my spiritual mentorship program, which is super cool. This is my second round of doing this class. I had so much fun. Kimberly was in my first one. Kimberly down there, she's so sweet. We had a great time, and she learned a lot. She's not feeling well. She just had surgery, so that's why she's not chatting. But she's here, so. Anywho, all right. So the mentorship program is 8 weeks. We meet twice a week. It starts on the same day, April 2nd. And I'll just go through these really quick. It won't be as long as the last one. Week 1, we talk about grounding. Again, it's so important. Rituals, again, they're so important, but these are like different. This is like you as a spiritual worker, as a light worker, as a spiritual healer in person, someone who is doing this work all the time. So the rituals and the grounding are a little bit different. So just keep that in mind. Week 2, we talk about the benefits of frequency music and precognitive dreams and visions plus dream experiences. That is wild. It's like I could talk about that forever, but dream experiences are so weird to me because it's like you had a dream, but you wake up and you remember it like you were actually there. So it's not astral projection. It's not remote viewing. It's not an out of body experience. I don't know what it is. I just call it a dream experience. And I could tell you what time of day it was, what the air felt like. Did I have shoes on? Was I standing in mud? Who was there? What did I touch? How did it feel? I had a couple of these where my dad was there. It's like, what is he wearing? I remember I could see it like it happened in real life. So those to me are dream experiences. So we talk about those and the precognitive dreams. And then week 3, we talk about meditating and how important that is and how it relates to our connection to spirit. Manifesting, how we can do it and how we do it and why we do it. Week 4, we talk about healthy eating, self-care, and cleansing and connecting with your tools. That's super important. Keeps your brain by eating healthy and keeping everything cleared. your brain is being fed all the good things. So you're having a stronger connection to spirit. That's really important. We talk about psychic and about the clairs again and live meditation. I cannot express how important understanding, knowing, feeling, acknowledging your clairs is when it comes to doing energy work, whether it's healing, readings, mediumship readings, psychic readings, any of that. It's super, super important. So week 5, we talk about where do we get our information from, psychically, mediumship ways, how to read oracle cards. We do go over that, but not as in depth as my actual oracle class course. Week 6, we talk about exploring our intuition and clairs again. We just kind of keep talking about it. And then energetic connections, trusting yourself, trusting your connections. Week 7 is cleansing your aura and imposter syndrome, because you're going to feel that at some point where it's like, I don't, especially if you get a no, you start freaking out. You're like, oh my God, do I even know what I'm doing? Yes, you know what you're doing. Imposter syndrome, we can get you past any of that. Week 8 is the last week. We talk about ethics, knowing your boundaries, and the last day would be Q&A and open floor. So we just talk about the course and if you had any extra questions and anything like that. So that is my spiritual mentorship program. And like I said, we start April 2nd. It goes for 8 weeks, 16 classes. You get a free 30-minute private mentorship call with me, one-on-one, a free spiritual journal, and each class is 45 minutes plus a 30-minute Q&A. So it could run a little longer than 45, the class, between 45 and an hour, plus whatever time you want to do question and answering. Confidence and clarity with your gifts is what you're going to walk away with. And I'll normalize all your experiences that you've had, because as spiritual people and gifted people, sensitive people, we experience a lot of weird stuff that's unexplainable, and sometimes we can't talk about it with other people. And you can talk to me about it. Like, that's why you're in here. Like, let's understand what's going on and normalize it. You are obviously invited to come into my spiritual mentorship Facebook community, and you will receive 3 on-demand healing meditations. They're free. They come with the course. So you can listen to those whenever you'd like. So that's it. And you get a certification of completion when you finished all the classes. And I didn't say this earlier, but all of these courses will be recorded, and you can watch them on your own if you aren't able to make it to class. So you will never miss out on anything. That goes for the Oracle card class and for this one. So the cost on this one is $555, so $555. And that's like an $1,179 savings. So it's great. It's great. And the last class I had such great response. My students loved it. I don't know, they got so much out of it. I loved it. I love these aha moments when they're just like, is that what that means? Oh my gosh, and that's so cool. And it makes me feel like, yes, I'm doing my part. I'm raising the vibration, of the earth. So if anyone has any questions about either course or class program, just email me, let me know. But I'm so glad you came today. Thank you so much for showing up. Do you have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? No? No? Okay. Well, thanks again. I wish you all an amazing weekend. That was really fast. I kind of blazed through it all. But if anyone has any questions, after watching this, just please email me at hello@kimnichols.com, and I will send the link out if for each class. So anyway, thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a good weekend. Okay, thanks. Bye.